Ladies and gentlemen, this YouTube channel vlog show is of authenticity, inspiration, and realness. It is also about personality, good times, and fun. This is Eric Lima Shenanigans of 1977. And now, here is your host of the show, Mr. Big Beefy E himself, the elder statesman of Rant and Rave, and Mr. Shenanigans himself, Eric M. Lima. Thank you very much, Mr. Announcer, sir. Well, hello there, everyone. Welcome to yet another episode of Eric Lima Shenanigans of 1977. This is episode 1113. I'm Eric Lima. Hello. And this is December the 31st, 2023, which is the clock just struck midnight. That means we're on the last day of not only of December, but also the final day of the year. But we got to get to what has happened on AEW World's End. Before I do on, I was on the live stream with my good friend Jordy Scow. If you saw me getting angry, I do apologize for my outburst in anger. Trying to get a live stream to work isn't as easy as 1, 2, 3, especially on my tablet. But however, I managed to make it work. I didn't make it work on my computer. I got back on, and everything was cooled down. And I apologize for my actions. I ask you to forgive me of that. But a lot of you out there that were on the live chat and the stream understood. They said I don't have to apologize, but I figured I need to do so. But just in case, everything is copacetic now. But let's get going. We're going to talk about what happened at World's End. As you know, I made my picks and predictions earlier on, and I'll tell you the final score of that for both the 0 Hour and the main card. Let's talk about the 0 Hour. Now, this match was made last minute. Willow Nightingale went one-on-one with Chris Statlander, and a lot of us picked Willow Nightingale to win it. Willow Nightingale won a great matchup between two great, powerful, strong women. Serena Deeb decided to do a straitjacket training, which she got out of straitjacket in 2 minutes. And she says it helps her train getting out of submission holds and all that. Then there was a 20-man battle royal that included a lot of folks in there. Butcher and Blade, Lance Archer was in it, Danhausen, Johnny TV, Dalton Castle, Killswitch, formerly known as Luchasaurus, was in it, and everybody else, but Killswitch ended up winning the battle royal to get a TNT title shot in the future. And then the FTW title was on the line in the FTW rules matchup, which Hook has defeated Wheeler Yuta. I picked him to win it. And for the 20-man battle royal, I picked Lance Archer to win it, but that was not the case. Then it started in the World's End started on the main card. Brody King, the two Jays, Lethal and White and Roosh, went up against Claudio Castagnoli, Brian Danielson, Daniel Garcia, and Mark Briscoe. And the team of Claudio, Danielson, Garcia, and Briscoe ended up winning that matchup. As Matt Menard was joining everybody on commentary during the matchup. Now, Miro went one-on-one with Andrade El Idolo, and Miro did win the matchup. Now, here's a little bit of a note. CJ Perry has come back. She had a finger infection injury that affected, during her time managing Andrade in CMLL in Mexico. Here's the thing. There's rumors that Andrade is going back to the WWE. And if that's the case, I would not be surprised if he gets involved in this civil war between Santos Escobar and Rey Mysterio. As you know, Santos Escobar has now got Angel Gaza and Roberto Carrillo watching his back, while Rey Mysterio has Carlito. Now, I think Joaquin Wilde and Cruz del Toro will be going back to NXT for a bit, along with the backup Dragon Lee. So, but they're also on the SmackDown roster, though. But here's the thing, too. What if it's just, they want Carlito and Rey Mysterio, and they needed a partner? Selena Vega has taken Rey's side, says probably has somebody, and that somebody will be Andrade Cien Almas. So hopefully that will be the case. So that's the situation. And then the AEW Women's title with my favorite lady from Australia, one of my favorite ladies from Australia, because my other favorite lady from Australia is Harley Cameron, but Timeless Toni Storm, the AEW Women's World Champion, defends the title against Riho, and despite the fact that Luther got ejected from ringside, Timeless Toni Storm, did retain her women's championship. Lexi Nair was interviewing Dante Martin and Orange Cassidy, interrupts him, and this coming Wednesday, the first Dynamite of the new year, Orange Cassidy will defend the international title against Dante Martin. And then Swerve Strickland. Now, here's another change in the card. Keith Lee was not medically cleared to compete, and there's rumors going around that he himself may go back to the WWE. Who knows for sure? But so in his place, Dustin Rhodes filled in for Keith Lee, and Swerve Strickland. I picked Lee to win it, but Dustin Rhodes represents Lee, and Swerve Strickland ended up winning the matchup. Then there was an 8-man tag. Now, the timing of the Jericho switch situation, I'll tell you what's going on. Supposedly, Kylie Ray left the AEW because of Chris Jericho hitting on Kylie Ray. Which I don't know if it's true or not. I don't know until we get all the information and facts. I am not going to judge on this situation. But however, him and Sammy Guevara, a.k.a. La Sex Gods, they should change their name, Darby Allin and Sting took on the team of Konosuke Takeshita and Powerhouse Hobbs representing the Don Callis family, along with the AEW World Tag Team Champions Big Bill and Ricky Starks. And it's the team of LSG, Darby Allin and Sting, has won the matchup. LSG is La Sex Gods. Like I said, they changed the name. So, and then everybody left the ring to give Sting his final moment, his final time wrestling in a New York State. So that was a big touching moment for Stinger. He deserves that spotlight. Plus, it gets it off Jericho for a bit. And my friend Jordy Scout said that Jericho should be off TV for a while. And that means we'll probably hold on to tag team titles for Big Bill and Ricky Starks for a while. Then the TBS title was on the line. Julia Hart went up against Abaddon for the championship in the House Rules match. The House Rules usually have the opponent pick the stipulation, and Abaddon wants biting allowed, and that's what's happened. But Sky Blue ended up getting involved in the matchup to help Julia Hart retain the TBS championship. While the TNT title was on the line, Christian Cage and Adam Copeland. Nick and Shayna Wayne were helping them out. These two beat the living heck out of each other. Flaming tables happened and everything else. But we have a new TNT champion. It'll be Adam Copeland. But Killswitch came down with the contract and said he's planning on cashing it in. But Christian Cage wanted the contract, and Killswitch is like, no. I think Christian Cage is manipulating Killswitch. I'm sorry, man. But Killswitch ended up giving him a contract. Cage signs it and wins the title back. Sad. Very, very sad. And then the Continental Classic Final. Eddie Kingston, Jon Moxley went at it tooth and nail while Bryan Danielson joined the commentary. Eddie Kingston gave it all he's got, so did Jon Moxley. Eddie Kingston was also defending his Ring of Honor World title and NJPW Strong Heavyweight Championship. Ladies and gentlemen, the first ever AEW Continental Crown Champion, Eddie Kingston. That's right, he beat Jon Moxley. And the two, after the match, hugged each other. And it was a beautiful, beautiful moment. It was a great moment. And the title, the Continental Championship, looked pretty awesome. Then the AEW World title was on the line. MJF comes to ringside in his career, in his corner, I should say. MJF and Samoa Joe went at it. I mean, tooth and nail, and then all of a sudden, Samoa Joe captured him in the coquina clutch and put him to sleep, and we have a new AEW World Heavyweight Champion, Samoa Joe. Meanwhile, Adam Cole was trying to send some words of encouragement to MJF, trying to console him. But then the Devil's Masked Man shows up and starts about to ambush MJF and Adam Cole. And they were grabbing. Two of the men grabbed Adam Cole. Two of the men grabbed MJF. They're screaming at each other, help us, or something like that. Lights went out. When the lights went out, okay. But when the lights back on, one of the Devil's Masked Man appeared with a steel chair. So, but the lights went out, and then when the lights went back on, Adam Cole was sitting on the chair, and he looked at MJF, and MJF, what's going on? What's going on? And he's like, and he's screaming, I thought we were friends, man. I thought, and then all four men attacked MJF, and they revealed them to be the Kingdom, who are now the new Ring of Honor Tag Team Champions, Wardlow, and Roderick Strong, who started this MJF's the Devil thing. Well, and then Adam Cole pulled out the Devil's Mask from his pocket and placed it right down on MJF. Ladies and gentlemen, Adam Cole was the Devil all along. It was a crazy, crazy situation, man. So, for the total, all right, for the 0 hour, I got two of the matches right. I picked Nightingale and Hook to win their matches, and then I picked Lance Archer for the Battle Royal winner, but that was 2-1. Main card, I picked MJF to retain over Samoa Joe. Samoa Joe won. I was wrong. Toni Storm over Riho. I picked her. I picked Toni Storm. I picked Julia Hart over Abaddon. I picked Copeland over Christian Cage, but there was an impromptu matchup afterwards. I picked Eddie Kingston over John Moxley. Miro over Andrade. That is... I picked Lee over Strickland, but Strickland won the matchup, so that's... And I picked the team of Darby Allin, Sting, and Chris Jericho and Sammy Guevara over Hobbs, Konosuke Takeshita, and tag team champions Ricky Starks and Big Bill. And then the 8-man tag, Claudio Castagnoli, Bryan Danielson, Jay Briscoe, and Daniel Garcia against Brody King, the Jays, White and Lethal, and Roosh. And I picked Team Bryan Danielson over Team BCC over the Royal Pains in the Bucket on Pomaly. So the final score was the main card was 7-2. Final score 9-3. My picks and predictions. I want to thank everybody for tuning in for another episode of Eric Lima Shenanigans in 1977. Thank you for tuning in. Thank you for having me on board. So, again, I apologize for my outburst on Jordy Scow's stream. If you guys watched it, I've never been that angry before on the stream, and trying to walk it off and steam off it, but it worked. I got back, and everything was cool now. So, thank you for tuning in. I will see you on making the final video for 2023. Until that next episode comes rolling around, Mr. Announcer, take us home. This concludes today's episode. This is Mr. Lima speaking for Eric Lima Shenanigans of 1977. A big beefy E, do it for Bob Saget Productions, and in association with a Raven Bova Telepictures and Distribution. See you next time on another episode of the show. Goodbye for now.